What is happening, guys? Martinez back again, and as I say, guys, I want to say a big thank you. We have now hit officially 3,000 subscribers. And again, a special thank you for those that have followed me throughout this journey so far. I just want to say, hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Please don't forget to hit the button. Touching base with you in respect of these particular group of gourmand fragrances. Before I do, I just want to give a reminder that I'm changing the nature of the channel. We will be getting into some fashion, on men's fashion as well, so hopefully, guys, that will be something of interest to you. So just to start the ball rolling, I notice a lot of fragrance reviews when they're talking on YouTube and they're doing different things, they don't actually say what they're wearing at the time. They're talking about the fragrance itself, but they're not saying what they're wearing. So for me, guys, as you can see, I'm rocking today. I've got the Love Moschino jumper on. Now this one, actually get this one from TK Maxx. So this one's actually relatively cheap. I think I only paid around £50 on this one, guys. So it's not necessarily crazy drip, but at the same time, it's still a nice top, nice, easy, well-fitting type of top, guys. You can see we've got the logo and everything else like that. So guys, go and check out TK Maxx. Is your friend to get things slightly cheaper. Don't pay for retail for these things. And also, guys, the fragrance I'm rocking today is actually this one from Christian Dior, and people talk about this one all the time. And this is this one here, as you can see. And this is a Dior Intense. So for me, guys, again, it is one of those fantastic iris lipstick type of fragrances. To me, this is like a fashionable fragrance, but at the same time, I've got some questions about or concerns about the actual longevity and projection compared to the older version. This is the 2020 release, which is slightly different. So this fragrance, again, this is the Gourmand collection I'm getting into right about now. This particular fragrance is actually probably around about £6. It's relatively cheap. Affiliate link is down below, guys, for Amazon, so go and check that one out. And this one here is actually one I've talked about before, but it's so cheap, I mean, I can't believe it. This one here, guys, as you can see, this is a VIP from Playboy. This fragrance, guys, to me is one of those ones which is more of a, you do need to be in the right type of mood to wear it, because it could become a little bit sickly sweet. So guys, this fragrance, in the top notes we have rum, rhubarb, bergamot. In the mids we have apple, lavender and watery notes, and in the base we have white chocolate, tonka bean and sandalwood. Okay, guys, so that was a note breakdown. So if you are one of those guys who want to smell a little bit like Hugh Hefner, a little bit of a Playboy, I mean, to me, guys, I'm spraying this one quickly now, jet ski type of, as I say, sweet gourmand type of vibes. For me, I get like a bit of a, even like a honey note in there. If you imagine like a honey sweet toffee type of note going on, that's what I pick up from this particular fragrance. It's not bad for what it is. You do get a little bit of an alcohol sort of esque vibe going on in the opening, but it's not particularly strong. In all honesty, guys, if this was released by Zara, I think people would be going crazy. It's just that obviously the VIP line from Playboy is probably seen as more of a high school sort of cheapy range, so maybe some people aren't too interested in it. At the end of the day, though, guys, it is one of those fragrances that is not bad for £5–6. It's not bad. By all means, guys, longevity wise, I'm probably going to get about maybe 3 to 4 hours, and I need to reapply. It does smell relatively sweet, so bear that in mind. This is a gourmand-esque type of fragrance, so you definitely, if you're into your sweet candy type of vibes, chocolate, warm, how could I say, truffle sort of notes as well going on, that's what I pick up on. And again, it's got white chocolate in there, so you can imagine that is a sweet type of fragrance. Definitely imagine it compared to like the Milky Bar Kid type of vibe going on there. Sweet chocolate, syrupy sweet honey type of vibe going on. Not bad for what it is, guys, at £6. Go and check it out. Okay, guys, so the next one on my list is this particular one, and this is Lacoste Noir. So hopefully you can see that on the screen. So this fragrance, guys, ultimately is one of those ones that you do need to get your, how could I say, you need to buy these ones on discount. This isn't one that you're definitely going to buy just as an outright full price type of fragrance. I think it cost me only probably around about £20 for 100ml, and actually I think I got this one from Superdrug. So again, go and check those ones out. This one to me, guys, is a nice type of, how could I say, warm chocolate-esque type of vibe in respect of the note breakdown. Notes on this one, guys, in the top notes we have lemon, we have some basil in the mids with some lavender and a floral note, and in the base we have some dark chocolate, cashmere, patchouli and tonka bean. How could I say, watermelon chocolate type of vibe going on. You do get this, I think I'm picking up more of the cacao sort of note from this one as well. Not as strong and abrasive as maybe the cacao that I talked about maybe in the last video, which was Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. This one is more of a like a dark chocolate. So if you imagine like 90% type of chocolate bars, those sort of ones, natural chocolate type of smell, the watermelon gives it a sort of watery vibe that I pick up slightly from Zara's 8.0 in the green bottle as well. So if you like a little bit of a mixture of a gourmand element with that Zara note going on as well, this is not a bad fragrance to go and pick up. Relatively cheap, guys, can't go wrong with it. Can't say I've had compliments of it, but it's one of those ones where you need to probably wear this one a few times to give it an opportunity. It does smell a little bit like a Playboy fragrance as well, with this dark chocolate note, like it could sort of maybe, I don't know, get you in trouble or something like that. So just be careful wearing it as well. It's not one I think I would personally want to wear to the office, because I think it could become a little bit not necessarily cloying, but it could come a little bit sort of like boring after a while. I think I'd want something else that has a little bit more push to it. It's not going to give you beast mode performance, but for £20 at the end of the day, guys, sometimes you do get what you pay for. And for me, this is just a nice gourmand fragrance, chocolate sweet type of fragrance, guys. So nothing crazy, nothing too much to write home about, but again, this is not one to go, this is not a bad one at all. Go and check it out. Well guys, as fragrances go, this is the next one on the list, and again, this is probably no surprise. This is a fantastic fragrance to me. The bottle's actually just literally ran out, and I need to go and get a new one. It says it all, guys. For those that know what they're talking about, for those that have been in the fragrance game, this is one of those fantastic fragrances, guys, that I think so many people enjoy, and this is Valentino Uomo. In the top notes, we have bergamot and some floral notes. In the mids, we have some hazelnut, chocolate, roast coffee beans, and in the base, we have some leather and we have some cedar. Okay guys, so this particular fragrance came out in 2014. This for me is one of those staple fragrances that I think probably in the life of this fragrance coming out, I've probably had this one probably now, probably for my, this is probably my second bottle, and I think the first one I got was a smaller 50ml. But ultimately guys, this is one of those fragrances that's going to cost you a little bit more. You're probably looking at, for 100ml, roughly around about the £60 mark. So what I think you're probably best bet to do is try and find these ones online. I think you could get maybe for £50 or so from discounters, but always go and check and see if you can get a deal, guys. There is no reason whatsoever to be paying full price for some of these fragrances unless you really want it and it's just been released. But as things go though, guys, I really enjoy this fragrance with this almond type of note going on. It does smell to me like a type of fashionable summertime type of fragrance, but again, you get a touch of that gourmand as well. I've had compliments with this one. I believe there's also like a white sort of leather note going on as well in there that I didn't necessarily pick up on Fragrantica, but at the same time, for me, this is a staple one. The juice, when you see, is this clear brownish type of juice as well going on, guys. So the bottle itself, the presentation is really attractive. I believe when Valentino did this type of design, it's based on a Baroque style of or a Baroque interpretation of architecture. That's what they've done, guys. So it's a fantastic fragrance. It's a shame that the bottle's coming to an end, but I will need to get a new one, and also probably Valentino Uomo Intense. That's a slightly different beast. That's just completely different when respect of where to go with that one. That can definitely cause some problems. This particular fragrance came out in 2015. This is one of those fragrances that are going to take you into the next level of the, how can I say, niche type of things going on. Now, this isn't necessarily a niche fragrance as such. It could be classed maybe more so as a designer fragrance given the price point, but at the same time, guys, the fragrance itself to me is well blended. It's a, in my opinion, I want to say this is probably one of the masterpieces from the line. Now, even though it's not classed as how could I say, Tom Ford, Tobacco Vanille and everything else along those lines, £150 for maybe a 50ml bottle. This guy's for 100ml. If you can get this one on discount, I've seen this one for around £70 up to £90, £100. Anything over £100, guys, just stay away from it. But for me, this is one of those ones which I enjoy so much. The coffee note that's got this sweet gourmand element going on, like a dessert. This is what makes the difference with this fragrance. It opens with this type of sweet tobacco note going on, and then it gets to dry down, and I'm left with a tobacco coffee vibe. Fantastic fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily want to say you wear this one if you are in the high heat, because I don't think it would be appropriate then, but you can wear this one in the evenings quite easily. Even in summertime, I don't think it's that abrasive when it comes to the tobacco note. But at the same time, I would highly recommend to get this one on discount when it becomes available. I really enjoyed this fragrance, guys. Tom Ford, for those that know Tom Ford, the house itself smashes it every time, guys. And for me, not every time, actually, don't tell a lie, the house doesn't smash it every time, but the house is doing its job when it comes to certain fragrances, and this is definitely one. So as it all goes, guys, all in all, go and check this one out. Fantastic fragrance, highly rated, and I would highly recommend to go and check this one out. I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep saying that. But again, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Let's get into it in respect of these Martinez fashion fragrances.